So let's come on down and start some deep breaths so we can wake up our back. And we're going to put our feet down and spread the toes and slowly lift the hips a little bit and lower and just wake up the low back. And you can add the arms as well. And feel the evenness through the whole core as you lift and lower. And let's do one more, and we're going to hold the arms up over our head as we lift our hips and stretch the fingers, kind of wiggle them around, wake them up. And one more breath. And let's lower down, and we're going to bring our knees to our chest and lift the chest up toward the knees. And then put the head down. Let's make some circles with the hips. And circle in the opposite direction. And let's stretch the legs up. And we'll bring our arms down and just bend the legs halfway and straighten them out. And while you do this, point and flex your feet. We're going to wake up our feet. And one more. And let's flex our feet and open them up. And we're going to reach the arms through and then close arms over the head as the legs come together. And we'll do a few of these rolling up and feeling the shoulder blades, kind of stabilizing your whole body. And two more. And let's bend our legs, put our hands behind our head, and we're going to do some regular crunches, lifting and lowering. And then let's do some bicycles, elbow to knee. So we're going to take our knee to our elbow, either one, lift the opposite leg up and down, and just do 5. And we've got one more. then let's switch legs, switch sides, and lift and lower the opposite leg 5 times. And then one more. And let's come back to the center, put our feet down, roll the hips up, and walk the shoulder blades closer together and take a few breaths. And see if you can walk the shoulder blades even closer together. And then let's start to lift the right leg up and then the left. We're going to do a few more. One more to each leg. And then we're going to roll the hips down. And let's take our little time here. We're going to take our knees to the right and stretch the left arm out for a big spinal twist. And reach the left arm over your head out to the side. With the breath, and then just breathe, take another couple of breaths. And let's go to the other side with the twist, knees over to the left, and then reach the right arm out and start to reach it up over the head and out to the side. And one more. And take a few more breaths. And let's come back to the center. We're going to use our ball underneath us. So lifting the hips up and see how the ball feels. And let's try a little balance here. We're going to bring our knees to our chest, put our hands on our knees and make a few circles, really squeezing the legs together. And circle in the opposite direction. And if you go down, nobody's going to know if you kind of fall off your ball. So now we're going to reach the legs up, hands on our shins, and start to lengthen the legs closer to the chest and breathe. And let's take 3 more breaths. And then we're going to try our happy baby. And then let's stretch the legs straight out in a straddle, holding the legs somewhere and press the hips down. And extend through the heels. And let's reach the legs straight up. And we're going to point the toes and bring one leg down and then the other. And at the same time, lift the chest up, arms straight ahead. So we're balancing again on our shoulder blades. One more to each leg. And then we're gonna put our legs or bring our legs into 90 degrees, tap the toes, and feel that lift and lower. And then flex the feet, tap the heels where they almost touch. And then one more to each heel. And let's take the legs back to 90 degrees and open the knees out and in. And we're gonna add the elbows coming in. You guys know what to do here. And balance on that ball. Let's do a few more. And two more times. And let's come into our happy baby again, kind of release the hips. And 3 slow breaths. And then we're going to bring our feet together in Baddha Konasana. And let's put our feet down, and one more time lifting the hips up, and just take that ball out of there and take 3 more breaths. And let's roll over now. We're going to bring the hips down, roll over on our left side. And we haven't done any leg lifts for a while. So we're going to put our head on our left arm, right hand on our hip, and lift and lower. So kind of working the hips and the legs. And one more. And now let's do point our toes, do 5 circles in one direction. And then go in the other direction. And let's bend the leg behind us. We're going to hold the foot and stretch the leg, stretch the quad. And then let's release, and we're going to bring the leg forward so we could do another spinal twist. So right arm up over our head and reach the arm out and breathe. And one more breath. And let's bring the leg back, and we're going to sit up and do our spinal twist. So cross the right leg over the left and twist to the right. And then we're going to take the knee over the knee, right knee over the left knee for Gomkasana. And just hinge forward if it's comfortable to get a deeper stretch. And we're gonna release, and let's try the whole thing on the other side. So we're gonna come on down to the right hip and bring the right arm over the head, left hand on our left hip, and let's lift and lower the left leg. Just really slowly, like you've got that ankle weight on there. And one more. And then let's make some circles. We're going to point the toe, 5 little circles. And then in the opposite direction. And bending the leg, holding the foot. Just like dancer on our side. And then let's release the leg out. So we're going to do our spinal twist. Left arm over the head and roll the chest open and breathe. And one more breath. And then we're going to come back to the center and sit up. And let's cross our left leg over the right and twist to the left. And then Gomukhasana. So left knee over the right, forward fold. And then we're going to release. And let's come on over now to hands and knees. And as we do this, we're going to bring the right knee toward the chest, lengthen the leg up behind us, and then keep going. 4 more. Same leg. And let's switch legs. Left knee toward the chest, leg out behind us, and 4 more. One more. And then let's put our knee down. We're going to curl our toes under, lift up in that modified shorter downward dog. Take 3 breaths. And then let's walk forward, coming to the top of our mat. And take another couple of breaths in our forward fold, kind of bend and straighten in the hips. And let's come all the way up, reaching the arms up, a little back bend. Hands to our heart. We're going to twist to the right and then to the left. Let's come back to the center, Utkatasana, and feel the weight coming evenly into both hips. And then we're going to come back up, reaching the arms up, another back bend. And then let's come hands to our heart. Inhale our arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right leg back to a lunge. And we're gonna reach the arms up over our head, so high lunge. And then reach the arms forward again so you can stretch out the back of the right leg. And let's step back, downward dog. And lift the right leg up and step it forward. And the left. And another couple of breaths in our forward fold. Release the head. And then we're going to come all the way up. Back bend. Hands to our heart. Twist the upper body to the left. And then to the right. Back to the center. Inhale the arms up. Forward fold. Left leg steps back. And now we're going to reach the arms up for high lunge. And arms reach forward and hold. And then let's step back, downward dog. Left leg lifts up, steps forward, and the right. And let's come into Utkatasana for 3 breaths. And come all the way up, reaching the arms up. And then hands to our heart. And let's lift the right knee up. We're going to take the knee open and closed out to the side. 4 more. And put the right foot down. Let's switch, left knee up. We're going to do the same thing here. Open and closed 5 times. And 1 more. And then left foot down. Let's inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. And right leg steps back. Let's bring our knee down, reach the arms up in crescent lunge, and look up and breathe. Now we're going to twist to the left, cross the arm over, hands together, and lift the right leg up, extend through the heel. And right hand down, left arm up, spinal twist. And let's come back to downward dog. And lift the right leg up, step the leg forward, and the left halfway up, forward fold, and inhale all the way up. Hands to our heart, and take another breath. And let's switch sides. So we're going to inhale up. Exhale, forward fold, left leg steps back, and bring the knee down, arms up for crescent lunge, and look up. And let's twist to the right. Cross the arm over, hands together. And let's lift the left leg up. And left hand down, right arm up, spinal twist. And now we're going to step back, downward dog. Left leg lifts up, steps forward, and the right. And let's try our halfway up, forward fold, and inhale all the way up. Hands to our heart. And let's inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Let's step back again to downward dog and take 3 breaths. We're going to come forward to a plank, back to dog, and do that 2 more times. And we're going to stay in our plank and lift the right leg up, put it down, and the left, and keep going. The right, the left, 1 more time to each leg, right and left. And let's come all the way down, chaturanga, 5 cobras. And let's reach our arms over our head, 3 breaths. And then bending the right leg, let's lift and lower 5 times, flexing the foot. And then put that one down and switch, bending the left, lift and lower 5 times, nice and slowly. And then left leg down, we're coming into sphinx and breathing into the belly. And half arm plank. And let's press back to child's pose. And let's take 3 breaths. We're going to walk our arms to the right. And then over to the left. And then to the center. Let's sit up on our heels. And we're just going to sit here for a second. Roll the shoulders down. Notice how the chest kind of opens up here. Let's twist to the right. And then twist to the left. And then to the center, we're going to clasp our hands behind us and come into rabbit. Inhale, looking up. And then forward fold, lift the hips up, arms off the back. And release, sitting back on the heels. Let's release the hands. We're going to take our right hand down, left arm over, Stretch the side. And let's go to the other side. Left hand down, right arm over. And then coming back to the center, let's come into our puppy pose. See how that mid back is? 3 breaths. And we're going to come in our half arm plank. And take a couple more breaths. And let's come into dolphin and lift our hips up, walk the feet forward. 3 breaths. And we're going to come back to our child's pose and take a deep breath. And then downward dog. Let's lift our right leg up. We're going to step it forward and come back up to our high lunge. So let's reach our arms up over our head. And then we're going to reach our arms forward and hold. And let's see if we can come into warrior 3. Step back to our high lunge, reach the arms up. And downward dog. Left leg lifts up. And let's step it forward. And we're going to bring the arms up, high lunge. And let's reach the arms forward and hold. And let's try that warrior 3 on this side, lifting the right leg up. And then back to high lunge. And downward dog. And let's try our up dog. So as we come forward, we're going to hold and bring our knees down and keep lengthening the chest upwards. Come back to child's pose. And as we come up, let's roll to the right hip and twist to the right. And then let's roll over to the left hip and twist to the left. And now as we come to the center, we're going to bring our legs out and let's stretch them out. Dandasana, reach the arms up and just hold for a couple of breaths, pressing the legs down. And then we're going to hinge forward, forward fold, and release the arms and the head. And breathe into the spine, 5 breaths. And we're gonna come back up and into our table. So let's put our feet down and lift the hips up. And we're gonna do our tricep push-ups, 5 of those. And walk yourself forward now. We're gonna come in our squat and take a few breaths. And last deep breath. We're gonna come in our forward fold and walk ourselves back to a downward dog, just slowly. 3 breaths. Now let's lift our right leg up, come into warrior 2. And reverse. And then let's take our forearm down to the right thigh, left arm over, and roll the chest open. A little back bend here. So we're opening up the left ribs. Let's come back to reverse. Left arm down, right arm up. And then let's bring the right fingertips down, left arm up. And then warrior 2. And trikonasana. And half moon. Let's lift our left leg up. Back to trikonasana. And we're gonna come all the way up, wide-legged pose. And let's come into our back bend, reaching up. And then forward fold. And we're gonna come back up, another back bend. And warrior 2. And then reverse, right arm down, left arm up. And then bring the forearm down, right arm over. And feel that opening as you roll your chest open. And back to reverse. And now fingertips down, right arm up. Back to warrior 2. And then Trikonasana, straightening our left leg, right arm up. And half moon, right leg lifts up. And back to Trikonasana. And let's take a couple more deep breaths. And we're going to come all the way up. Let's put our hands together over our head and clasp our hands. Reach them up. Lean to the right. And then over to the left. And we're going to turn over to the right here. So let's do our pyramid and adjust your legs for pyramid. We're going to reach the arms up and then release the arms as you come forward. Bring your hands down and take 3 breaths. And let's come all the way up, arms up again for another back bend. And we're going to come to the center as we clasp our hands again, arms up, lean to the left, and over to the right. And to the center, and let's try our pyramid on this side. So squaring the hips, left leg forward into our back bend. And then releasing the arms as you forward fold. 3 breaths. And let's inhale up. Another back bend. We're going to come to the center and let's come into goddess and bring our elbows open and closed. Let's lean to the right and over to the left and back to the center. Take another few breaths, come a little deeper. And we're going to inhale up, exhale, downward dog. 3 more breaths. And let's walk to the top of our mat. And we're going to hold our elbows for forward fold. And then release the arms. Let's slowly come all the way up and press the feet down, coming into this little back bend. Hands to our heart. And we're going to do our eagle pose, crossing the right knee over the left, left elbow over the right, and forward fold. And last deep breath. And let's slowly come on up and uncross. Take a deep breath. And cross the left knee over the right. Right elbow over the left and forward fold. And one more breath. And let's slowly come on up. And we're going to uncross the arms and just bring the arms down by our sides. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And feel how the spine is lengthening. The difference in our spine now. And last, slow breath. And we're going to come into our squat. And let's take 3 more breaths. And let's roll all the way down on our back. And we're going to come into our happy baby. And allow the head to press down into the mat as you rock side to side. Let's bring our feet together, Baddha Konasana. And then keeping our feet together, let's bring them down to the mat, Supta Baddha Konasana. And we're going to do a little breathing here. Arms where they're comfortable. Feel the opening in your body. And allow this beautiful energy to flow into every cell. And let's take 3 slow breaths. And we're going to bring our arms down so we could press our legs together with our hands. And roll the hips up. Take 3 more breaths. And then gently rolling the hips down. Let's come into our spinal twist. And just feel the breath. Feel your head rolling to the opposite side. And then let's roll the legs to the other side. And then we're going to come back to the center. And let's bring our legs down for our final pose of Shavasana. And feeling the balance in the whole body. The shoulders rolling away from the ears. The breath softly coming into the belly, the ribs, and the upper chest. Feel the jaw and the facial muscles relax. The weight of the hips pressing down into your mat. The legs and feet relaxing. The arms and hands relaxing. We're wishing ourselves good health and harmony to every cell and molecule, peace to our homes and families and communities, and to our brothers and sisters all over the world. Let's slowly start to deepen the breath and wiggle the fingers, stretch the fingers and toes. And we're going to reach our arms over our head and gently roll to the side. And come on up. And we're going to bring our hands together to seal in our practice today. Taking a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. So glad you were here, and I hope you warmed up.
Thank you.
Marian, that was wonderful.
Good luck,
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
good weekend.
Thanks, Marian.
Thank you, Joni. Bye.